What's wrong, Hachiroku? Are you okay? Hachiroku's voice has a tone to it that's completely different from her usual calmness. What's going on? What happened? She must have hurried here. Her usual neat and tidy clothes are messy. No.
Hachiroku, お前転んだのか?
Oh, did you? What happened? Without wiping off her sole knees, Hachiroku comes close to me. Her eyes are wavering. Her eyes are wavering as if anger, worry, and sadness are all mixing together. Sotetsu-sama's face darkens. We just went to Hachiroku's perspective. I didn't want to see him that way. I didn't want to make him that way. Also, I can't choose my words carefully anymore.
いや、そんなことはない。むしろ、お前が一番に知るべき話だ。
I had felt this ever since I woke up. Because Sotetsu-sama was next to me when I opened my eyes. The loneliness, worry, and a feeling of being left out. Oh, no. I ask in an effort to get rid of the feeling associated with that thought. In an effort to have Sotetsu-sama remove that feeling of his words. I wanted to say that it isn't true, but I suspect that's not the case.
その通りだ。
Sotetsu-sama's words, he told me to trust him and to just rest. I knew that could be interpreted in any way, and yet I went with it. But now that things have turned out like this, my head's a mess. It is.
確かに言った。だから僕はお前のために、
お
前を守るために、僕の責任で決断を下そうと考えた。
Man, look at her eyes. Oh, I can't. They look so sad. I know I'm supposed to be happy about those words, and I know a sort of warmth should have overtaken me as a result. But all I feel right now is a sharp twinge. His words have done the opposite of what they were supposed to.
事故からだ。今のままなら確実に起こってしまう。大枠損傷に起因する大きな事故からだ。
Alright, Paulette. Paulette-sama's eyes are drawn down in worry. I follow her gaze and realize what a message is. Sotetsu-sama's hands are held in fists. They're clenched tightly and shaking. Paulette-sama realized it prior to me. He discussed it with her instead of me. There's a connection between these two individual occurrences. The control systems of my speech seem to be even more confused. 2 years. That is the grace period that Makura-sama's father gave to Sotetsu-sama. They cannot reverse the building of the factory by then. Sotetsu-sama must leave Ohitoyo.
ですから、その間に私と8620を使い切り、どうぞ目的をお果たしくださいと私は。
確かに聞いた。嬉しく思った。その上で、僕は決断したのだ。
Sotetsu-sama reaches his hand toward me in the same way he does when touching my hat to praise me. My body moves on its own and avoids his hand. Oh, Hachiroku. A confused expression. Sotetsu-sama's hand retracts its original position without caressing my hair. Oh, no head pats. I don't even know myself why I just did that. Sotetsu-sama must be confused too. His expressions only makes it seem that way, at least.
僕は、Hachiroku.
I'm sorry. With gentle tone, he speaks slowly. Sotetsu-sama is about to tell me something important.
僕はな、Hachiroku.
Oh.
鉄道事故が怖いのだ。
I mean, yeah, it's very understandable considering what happened. I feel as if he's pushed me away. I know that feeling is illogical, but a part of me, separate from my thoughts, is overheating.
私の判断を信用できないということですか?
No,
私が不具合を持つレールロードであるから。
No, we're not saying that at all. It's just that, like, because of the past.
Hachiroku-san!
Oh, Paulette and Reina. Reina, who's been quiet the whole time, jumps off Paulette-sama's lap. She walks over to me without saying a word, and Oh, dang. Lena just slapped Hachiroku. She flicks my forehead with her finger. Oh, she flicked. But dang, still. There's no shock, but something about that agitates me.
抱っこはデコピンをされちゃうのです。デコピンはする方がずっと痛いのです。ポーレット、デコピンすると泣きそうな顔するのです。
Wait, does Reina flick Paulette like that? I mean, does Paulette flick Reina like that? Reina also looks like she's about to cry. A static noise goes through my head as I'm thrown further into confusion. This is why it hurts. I'm sure I know this feeling to be pain.
私のどこがダダっこなどと。相鉄さん、86さんのマスターですよ。信用してなかったら一緒になんて走ってないです。
Thank you, Reina. That's natural. I can affirm that without a shadow of a doubt.
86さんだってそのことちゃんと分かってるです。分かってるのに困らせるために言うのはダダです。それはけれど。
Tetsu-sama worked so hard for me as the engineer despite knowing my functional problems. That's why I try my best to match his efforts. And yet, now 8620 is weighing down Sotetsu-sama.
レイナ、86を心配してくれて、叱ってくれて、ありがとう。
Tetsu-sama's hand pats Reina's head, the hand that I avoided. His hand wavers back and forth. All of the Tetsu-sama seems to shake back and forth in my eyes.
だが、86はダダをこねたわけではないのだ。いろいろなことが起きすぎて、少し混乱しているだけだ。
Yeah.
混乱ですか？
Reina makes a strange noise.
86さん、リンナ、軽くしたつもりで。
Oh,
そんなに痛かったですか？
oh, Reina.
デコピンごとき少しも痛くなどありません。でも86さん。
ありがとう、レイナ。
レイナ、ね、おいで。はいです。
He slowly walks away from me. A large presence comes close to me. Bull. Are we hugging her? Tetsu-sama's kerchief gently wipes my face. The wavering world in my eyes returns to normal.
すまんな。妙なことを言ってしまったな。
妙なこと。
Tetsu-sama refuses to look at my face. He carefully brushes off and straightens up my knees and skirt that had gotten dirty from when I fell.
確かにいささか妙ではございましたね。
That's why I wanted him to look at me. I wanted him to pat me on the head as usual. I chose the words that my usual self would use, even though I feel a sort of load doing so.
鉄道事故が怖いなど当然のことではございませんか。
I'm sure Tetsu-sama would agree with a smile. I'm sure he would smile and pat me on the head. But Tetsu-sama does not move. His hands lie motionless while he remains silent.
鉄道事故を経験し痛みを知っている私です。事故のリスクを軽視するなどありえぬことです。
I feel afraid that Tetsu-sama isn't saying anything. I continue speaking to fill the silence.
その私が2年であれば大丈夫とそう保証しているのですから。
86、僕はお前を信じている。お前が僕を大事にしてくれていることを知っている。
相鉄様。
It's Tetsu-sama's usual voice, a gentle voice, and yet there is something tense about his expression.
その前提の上で、一つだけお前に確認させてくれ。
はい、何なりと、相鉄様。
僕の問題がなくとも、工場誘致との競争がなくとも、86は8620の強行運行を主張するのか。
Oof. I wouldn't do such a thing. After 2 years, the train kept being operated and pushed beyond its limits. The bent frame would not be repairable, destroying my other half.
それは相鉄様。
I can confirm as a contradiction I can't seem to correct. I know for sure that I can operate for another 2 years, accident-free, but I also can observe that the added risk cannot be avoided.
相鉄様、私は
そこに即答できぬのならばすまんな8620の運休を覆すことはできないよ。
でしたらどうして相鉄様は
Oh. Again, my vision blurs. I try not to make my voice shake by applying more control in my systems.
でしたらどうして私に望みを言えとそうご命令されたのですか。
それは86
あのご命令がきっと私を不安定にし欲張りにただっこにしてしまったのです。
No, you're not a greedy tantrum throwing saying, Hachiroku, don't say that. I try to control it, but my overheating doesn't let up. I'm broken. A Raillord can never defy the engineer. Oh no, you're not broken, Hachiroku.
相鉄様、
Oh, no.
私は
Please don't cry. I'm afraid of myself. Oh. If I continue to talk with Sotetsu-sama, I can't figure out how much further I'll lose control.
申し訳ございません。
Oh,
今は失礼いたします。
待て86
止めないで、どうぞ追わないでくださいまし。
when I say that, Sotetsu-sama stops. Just as I wanted. I see that it's painful and lonely to me.
今の私は熱暴走をしています。数時間もあればきっとクールダウンできますので。
しかし
ですので、どうか今は一人に。数時間後にまたお話をさせてください。
I can hear a heavy sigh. I want desperately to know why he is sighing, but I am too afraid to turn around and look.
分かったではまたその時に
相鉄さん。
I mean, it's what she wants. Hi, Hachiroku. Tetsu-sama's name is called. I don't want to hear that voice, so I quickly leave the scene. Part of me wishes I'd hear his footsteps follow after me, but they never come. Dang, oh.
2年。私の方が持たないかもしれません。
What do you mean? Hachiroku? What do you mean by this? The owner of Toru Hot Springs gave such a lackluster diagnosis that I'm not even angry anymore. Oh.
自身を制御できないようでは、相鉄様のお役に立つどころか、むしろご迷惑に。あれ？八六なんでこんなところに？
Oh, the Sabiki. Pale hands, slender fingers of an artist.
響こそ、どうしてこんなところに？他に来たの。他に来たんだよ。
It's the same meaning, but she repeats herself for some reason, and I notice why. Ibiki's trying to speak to standard dialect. I can tell when I see Ibiki speaking of Sotetsu-sama. Ibiki speaks in the Kunamoto dialect when she is being herself. And when Ibiki speaks in the standard dialect, she tries to bite off more than she can chew.
他と言っても、相鉄様にお話を聞いていないのですか？聞いたよ。86走って行っちゃうし、私が遅れて行ったらさ、兄さんこんな顔してて。
Were you making a really sad face? While saying that, Ibiki makes a face like the Walking Dead people in movies. Never seen any of those. What a funny expression. And I can imagine Sotetsu-sama being that way.
落ち込まれていたのですか？あの相鉄様が。
Actually, I'm surprised Hachiroku was seeing those movies.
うん、落ち込んでた。あの兄さんが。
Ibiki picks up the poker. She opens the furnace's lid and starts shoveling coal inside.
私ね、ずっと兄さんって頭が良くて強いから、だから悩みも落ち込みもしないんだって思ってたの。
Yeah, happens to the best of us, Ibiki.
そうではないのですか？相鉄様は賢くお強い方ではございませんか？そうだよ。でも強くて賢くても落ち込むでしょ。賢い方がむしろ悩みはたくさんなんじゃないの？
Her shoulder slouch as Ibiki puts down the poker and picks up the one scoop and said,
それはそう言われればそのような気もいたしますが。 今までの兄さんが悩まなかったのはさ、だからきっと自分をすごく抑えてたから。
Yep.
ご自分を抑える？あれが欲しいとかこれは嫌とか、そういうのなかったら世の中って簡単だと思わない？あ、そのような意味ですか。
I nod to her statement. That is true. Feelings of desire and want. They turn my world into a painful thing.
好きも嫌いも押し殺してさ、きっと全部を義務にして、だから兄さんは悩みも落ち込みもしなかった。
Vicky continues to shovel in the coal.
でも今回はすごく悩んでるよね。めちゃくちゃうろたえてオロオロしてる。さようですか。私にはとてもそのようには。
A dry laugh, as if it were ignited by hot oil. A very close sound as she continues speaking.
そこに気づけてないんなら、86と兄さんかなり似た者同士だよね。似た者同士でございますか？多分ね。きっと心の大事なところからずっと目をそらし続けてた同士。
The heart. The soul. Is that true, Sotetsu-sama? But I am a Raillord. Vicky shovels in coal with fluid motion to flatten the backside of the furnace. Like an artist, she works beautifully without a single wasted movement.
うまくなりましたね。短い期間に。
Those words slip out of my mouth. In that moment, I realize it. Is this what Abiki meant when she said averting my eyes towards something?
そりゃそうよ。あれだけスパルタで鍛えられたら。
But Abiki didn't seem to mind one bit. That's why it made me a little sad.
無駄な努力を重ねさせてしまいましたね。無駄？って何が？
She organizes the inside of the furnace neatly. Then Abiki layers some coal on top of what's already there. She's maintaining the fire so that there are embers when they try to make steam.
他をしても、この子はもう走れないのですから。走れない？なんで？直すでしょ、また。直すと簡単に言いますが、簡単じゃなくても直すでしょ。だって兄さんだよ。Migita Sotetsuだよ。
Aw, that's sweet. Abiki has complete faith in us. Abika's unwavering trust in Sotetsu-sama. I feel envious of that.
確かに、相鉄様ならなされるでしょう。十分な時間と技術と設備、それからお金があれば。86もポーレットさんと同じこと言ってるし。
A very nonchalant statement, but a hope of mine has just been crushed. A small hope that Palette-sama could know some sort of revolutionary technology or method.
時間はつまり労働力でしょ。人の手の数、それが多ければ多いほど時間は圧縮できるよね。はい。お金も技術も設備も十分な人と人脈があればどうとでもなる問題じゃない？
I see. I think I understand.
それは今一度毛利のアキ様を頼るということですか？アキ様もきっと頼りになるよね。けどもっと頼りになる人たちがいるじゃない。
While saying that, Abiki points out a chest with her thumb. Nice, Abiki, nice. Then opens a palm and looks around
こ
her.
の子はさ、たくさんの人を喜ばせたでしょ。86運転台通信ももっとたくさんに読まれてる。お人よの人たちと観光に来てくれた人たちとこの子を好きな人思ってるよりたくさんいるよ。でしたら募金とボランティアを？うん、兄さんはその方向で考えてるみたい。それじゃ足りないって言ってまだ悩んでもいたけど。
It is a pretty good starting idea, though, honestly.
相鉄様は最初からそこまでを考えて。でしょ？ニーニだもん。この子のことも見捨てたりとか絶対しないよ。
86202. That is correct. Metsama would care more than anyone. Not to mention, feel so happy and relieved. But it feels a little regrettable.
したら最初からそうとおっしゃってくだされば。
なんか行き違っちゃったの？
はい、そうですね。ただの行き違いのようですね。
When I talk of Hibiki, the confusion within me unravels. No, Hibiki must be trying her hardest to calm me down.
相鉄様がおっしゃったのです。鉄道事故が怖いと。それで私、責められたように受け取ってしまって。
ニーニが言ったと鉄道事故が怖いって。
Yeah, it's a trauma.
はい、確かに。
それで86は兄さんに。
A few seconds, 10 seconds, and then a long silence. Hibiki lets out a perplexed sigh and looks straight at me.
なんで鉄道事故が怖いか。86、ちゃんとニーニに聞いたと？
いいえ。
Hibiki's eyes look at me so straightforwardly and seriously that it makes me fearful.
聞くも何も事故が怖いなど当然で。
It's a natural thing. Because it's natural, no one talks about it. It's saying it's natural out loud.
あるのですね。相鉄様には鉄道事故を恐れる特別な理由が。
Makes me want to shut out my prediction function. An analogical interference may lead to a large malfunction, but I acknowledge that it is something I must know.
私にその理由を教えてください。
ニーニの口から。そればちゃんと聞かねばいけんよ。
相鉄様から直接に。
Yeah, I respect that a lot. Although there's no specific reason why, I see that I am afraid of that. Of seeing and asking him.
行き違いなんてあって当然のことやけん。
How does Hibiki know about my worries? Why does Hibiki help me so?
行き違いば怖がってたらニーニと二度と話ばできんようになっとよ。
Because Hibiki cares about you a lot too.
それは
And she's awesome. An outcome that can be easily observed. I do not want to welcome that sort of future. Then there's only one thing I can do.
ありがとう、響。でしたら私、相鉄様にお伺いしてまいります。
それがよかとよ。
Hibiki smiles at me, but I notice a tinge of sadness in her eyes. I realize to myself, though, that I should not ask her why that is.
ありがとう、響。
So I thank her once more and step out.
私、行ってまいりますね。
Oh, good old Hibiki looking out for Hachiroku. I love to see it. Dang, look, this got those whole scenes got a lot more they got really deep and a lot deeper than I was expecting, honestly. Like, jeez, woo.
相鉄様、お気をつけて。エアクラ作動不能区域内でのフォローはできませんので。
Oh, hey, Navi.
線路沿いを行くのだ。迷う方が難しい。帰りは逆側に出るのでよろしく頼む。
了解いたしました。
I bid farewell to Navi and head into the Aircar inoperable region. As if matching the darkness in my mind, clouds are building up in the sky. Perhaps the sun's already warmed up the blast stones. Regardless, I sweat while I walk alongside the tracks.
暑さには耐性ができたと思っていたのだがな。
In fact, I don't feel hot at all. Compared to the driver's stand in operation, being outdoors in the sun actually feels quite cooler.
いや、単純にこれは運動で出る汗か。
I continue to walk alongside the tracks. I head to the inoperable region and the other side, past the deserted Jutsu-sen coal mine station. That is the only job Blett has given me for
レ
today.
ールショップ周りで混乱が起きていなければいいが。
With the malfunction of the train car, the locomotive has been changed out. The main part of the barbecue train is still the passenger car, though. Because of that, I doubt very much confusion will occur. That's what Paulette said, at least.
それでも86は金看板だ。期待してくれたお客様は当然不満を感じるだろ
That's why I wanted to directly apologize to anyone complaining. I suggested that, but Paulette refused to approve of it.
う。巡回検査をお願いしますか。
I am to go investigate the state of the tracks with my own eyes, and go around checking for distortions and damage. Nagi's grandfather, Seki-san, and the others who volunteer for track maintenance do this on a regular basis.
やってみると予想以上に神経を使う仕事だなこれは。
Naturally, I've understood that just from operating a train, but walking up close to it reveals so much more. Because I see more details, I must measure and record every single thing that seems off.
ここは確かに僕のような若者がやるべき場所か。
Seki-san has a gasoline-powered car, but he probably can't go to the forested area. If he used too much energy just to travel here, it'd make the line maintenance work all the more tiring.
とはいえやはり頭を冷やせとそういう意味でもあるのだろうな。
As I think that, I start to laugh at myself. I already knew how important line maintenance was. I thought I knew anyway.
バカか僕は漫然と歩いてしまうなと戻ってきちんと見直さねば。
Am I stupid? Look at me now. If I face the customers now, who knows what rudeness I'd spout. Plus, decision was the right one. Looking back, it makes me naturally hesitate.
ならば頭を冷やしてからだ。気がかりがあっては見るべきものも見落としかね。
No, I may have already missed a major detail that I shouldn't have.
86を混乱させてしまったな。
When I say it out loud, it makes me feel pitiful. The feeling of self-scorn is even stronger than earlier. Confused is putting it lightly. I made Hachiroku cry.
泣きたくて泣いたのではない。自分が泣いていることに気づかぬような泣き方だった。
There were times when I cried like that right after the accident. There were times when I cried like that after hurting Michiko.
あれはどうしようもなくなってしまった時の泣き方だ。
It's when faced with a problem that you can't solve yourself. And there's absolutely nothing you can do. Tears naturally fall in those times, as if despair, with nowhere to go, takes shape in the form of tears.
ならば僕は86を絶望させてしまったのか。
I mean, as Ikebiki said, we just had a lot of miscommunication. That's not just a doubt. I know it for sure. Because I know that Hachiroku has a soul. And because she has a soul, there shouldn't be that much of a difference in emotion between a human and a Raillord.
だというのに。
Why? For what? Why did I do that to her? Why did I make Hachiroku cry like that? No matter how much I think about it, I don't know.
くそ。
Dating still won't solve anything, though. Yet I can't move forward with these doubts. I don't know what to do anymore. Maybe asking Hachiroku would be the best thing to do. But that could hurt her even more.
追うなと言われてしまったしな。
Hachiroku said she was overheating, and that she'll cool down in a few hours.
熱か。僕も知恵熱でも出しそうだ。
I don't think that's how that works with Tetsu. Never before have I wanted so much to understand how another person felt. Because Michiko and I were twins, we understood each other without having to think about it.
ミチコがいれば相談も。いや、そもそもミチコがいれば86と出会うことなど。
My legs suddenly freeze. A strong sense of nausea and ringing in my ears. The fear and shivering I'd stowed away starts crawling up from the depths of my memory, showing me the scenery of that rainy day. The top of the train tracks. Right on top of the tracks I wouldn't go on under normal circumstances. I was lying there on my side. My hands that couldn't say Michiko were weak.
だが、すべては過去の話だ。
It's not raining now, nor are stormy winds blowing. I don't hear shouting, I don't smell iron or blood. My body moves. I can move my neck and viewpoint. I feel no pain. I can speak. I don't hear countless groans.
大丈夫だ。少なくとも今、僕は自分の足で立っている。
I feel that it wouldn't be true if I didn't say it out loud. As if I'm pulled underwater, my senses go hazy and nothing around me feels real. I inhale, then exhale. I first focus on that. My fingertips are clenched like some sort of spring. I slowly open them.
完全に割り切ったつもりでいたのだが。
When I decided to help Hachiroku, when I decided to become an engineer, I took a step away from my past. I thought I was able to do that.
くそ。
My throat's dry. The heat's making me lightheaded, but my body is cold. My older self is returning. Back when I was alive, yet dead inside.
大丈夫ですか、相鉄様。
Oh, there she is. I'm suddenly caught off guard. Huh. For a moment, I thought I heard something. Regardless, I'm weak. I hurt Hachiroku, and now I'm conveniently relying on her.
相鉄様。
Grab. I feel heat. Heat from Hachiroku's hand. He's pulling me back to this world.
86か。
はい、私です、相鉄様。
I reciprocate the grip of her hand. Small, soft, and warm. Huh. I know now this is reality. That's what I think, but my mind doesn't catch up.
どうして86がここにいるのだ。
ナビに尋ねて、そうしたら迎えに来て送り届けてくれたのです。
ああ。
Perhaps it's because they have sympathetic connection, or maybe they've grown to understand one another. I had a slight feeling that Hachiroku and Nabi have become friends.
相鉄様が随分先行されていると脅されていたので、急ぎ足で来たら予想よりずっと早くに追いつけました。
Hachiroku says a little jokingly while giving me an awkward smile. The smile gives me joy, feeling of relief as if something warm's returned to my body and heart.
残念ながら先行するほど進めなかった。戻ったり止まったりしてしまったのだな。
まあ、そうだったのですか。
I pretend to say it jokingly like her, and Hachiroku smiles for me again. Each and every one of her words gives me warmth deep inside.
しかしおかげで助かった。
Oh. Can we hug now? My statement comes out naturally. Though because I also said it rather unexpectedly, Hachiroku frees us up.
どうした86。
いえ、私、おそらくはそのことでここに来たのです。お伺いして大丈夫でしょうか。先ほどはそのひどいご様子に見えましたが。
It's okay. You were too, so it's okay.
なあ。
A worried voice, a concerned look. I must have been in terrible shape. What Hachiroku says hits the nail right on the head.
僕ならば大丈夫だ。どころかむしろ話してしまった方がすっきりできるかもしれん。
でしたら。
Hachiroku's eyes turn to me. He looks straight into mine.
相鉄様にお伺いさせていただきます。なぜ相鉄様が。
For a brief moment, her eyes wander. Her voice seems to stick to the back of her throat, and her neat face frowns a little.
なぜ相鉄様が鉄道事故を恐れているか。
ああ。
I nod. Words then seem to come out on their own.
理由は極めて単純だ。僕も鉄道事故の被害者なのだ。
Yep.
10年以上も昔のことだ。両親と僕と双子の妹と鉄道旅行を家族で楽しむ計画だった。
I can't even remember where we were going. Probably didn't ask what the details at the time.
SL に乗れるということが僕らには楽しみで楽しみで楽しみすぎて眠れなくなって当日揃って寝坊した。
That's right. I overslept on that day. And Michiko had woken up a few minutes earlier. That's why I blame my oversleeping on Michiko.
おかげで楽しみにしていた機関車を見ることもなく大慌てで乗り込んで、それでも旅行は楽しかった。
My father talked to me a lot. My mother smiled a lot. And Michiko sat next to me as usual. We were on a trip and we were happy as always.
やがて
Oh.
父が教えてくれた。もうすぐ富士が見えると。鉄橋の上から綺麗な富士を眺められると。しかし列車は台風の中に突っ込んでしまった。ひどく揺れ、乗客は騒ぎ、美智子は僕も怯えた。
That's right. Michiko wasn't the only one who was afraid. I was also afraid. If for nothing else than for Michiko. That's why I moved to try and calm her down.
僕は 怖くて、とてもじっとしていられなかった。それで、両親の精神も聞かず、戦闘車両に。
相鉄様を被害者にしたその事故は、藤川橋梁の手前で発生したものですか？
Oh no.
ああ、
The investigative question surprises me a little. The sense of curiosity about how this all happened is only natural. Although there are many accidents near the end of the Imperial Railway, this one was a rare case.
脱線、転覆にもかかわらず、被害者はとても少なかった。大人2名、子供1名。死者はわずかに3名だった。
Dang, it's just our family. That is so depressing. Hachiroku freezes. No, her entire body had been tense all along. I just hadn't noticed it until her emotions left her face.
僕が移動後、戦闘車両に向かわなければ、死者数はゼロで済んでいたのかもしれん。
Although I've had that thought 1,000 times before, I've never said it out loud. And now I've said it. I feel that I must do so.
あれは本当に事故だったのだ。
I knew that logically. The girl I met when I was a kid taught me that. Now I understand more than anyone. Accidents are accidents.
事故なら誰が起こしたくて起こすものか。
相鉄さん。いいえ。
Hachiroku is slowly inching away from me. I can't let her leave though. Not like this. However, my legs refuse to budge. Oh. Alright, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. The game crashed for some reason. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway. However, my legs refuse to budge. My entire body is shaking, refusing to move from my spot.
あの事故は藤川橋梁崩落に伴う8620脱線転覆事故のみは。
I listened as a bystander. That accident was given that sort of name. I can ascertain the facts. There's not a speck of doubt about it. And yet, my sensations and reality don't seem to connect.
これは私の起こしてしまった事故なのです。崩落をした鉄橋に突っ込むよりもマシと考え。
Yeah, I guess Sotetsu doesn't actually know about this. For some reason, I thought he did know, but no, I don't think. Yeah, he never actually learned about this. So this is interesting that they're talking about this now. I listened to the facts. I listened to the facts of someone who was there.
私は意図的な脱線転覆を進言し、結果
Oh, Hachiroku.
相鉄様のご家族を。
Hachiroku's lips close. The tension gradually releases, and she painfully speaks the words she's been holding.
私
Oh,
死なせ
oh no, you didn't know.
86!
Hachiroku runs away, as if to escape the scene. She doesn't even tell me not to follow her. I see her back get swallowed by a dark force. Here I am, still not able to follow her.
くそ
I'm hesitating, even though I know now is not the time for that. My thoughts swirl in a vortex and I'm fixated on a single point. Knowing that 8620 is an accident train, and knowing that Hachiroku is a Raillord that caused an accident. Why did I bother trying to find out what sort of accident it was? The swirling thoughts in my head fixed on that one point. I can't even think of any other possibilities.
くそそうだったのか。
It wasn't a coincidence, but an inevitability. The situation and my continued avoidance. I finally understand that. I can finally face reality. That's why I...
追いかけるんだ。進むんだ。
Dang, he actually has to force himself to move forward. That's insane. I know, but I can't move. My body's still shaking. I'm barely able to stand up. Pitter patter. Something cold touches my forehead. I look up and see rain. It's chilly. It soothes a bit of my tension. I can move a little. We can finally move. The rain that served as a reminder. The rain of Ohitoyo that washed it all away.
Hachiroku.
Wow, the memories of the tragedy is helping him to move. That's really interesting. Let's walk. Even if it's one step at a time, let's move forward. Ooh, this got so heavy. I was not ready for this. I wasn't ready for this at all. Oh. Dang, man. I didn't have to search far to find her. The light rain here in the
よ
forest.
かった。戻って来てくれたのかな。
逃げ出したところで
Oh.
私はどこにも行けませんので
You should come home. Just come home. You can go anywhere as long as you will it. That's what I say. But if I said that, I feel like I'd lose Hachiroku forever. I can't think of a good way to say it.
私は
86、お前は誰も死なせてなどいない。
Yeah, you didn't know what was gonna happen. Oh, no. Don't cry, please.
聞いてくれ、86。
No. Even if I find a good way to say it, it probably won't get my message across. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of wards. I never felt this way before.
僕はずっと疑問に思っていたんだ。
If I don't say it, Hachiroku will continue to blame herself. That's why I'll say exactly what comes to mind.
鉄道史を知れば知るほど不思議に思った。なぜタイトさんが8620とお前とを引き取ったのか。
Hachiroku doesn't say anything. She's not arguing back. I'm sure she understands. Perhaps she had this doubt as well.
大敗戦の末期にはほとんどの車両が遺棄された。希少なトップナンバー機さえその例外とならなかった。
For example, the 6200 that Hachiroku mentioned. Considering its rarity and tourist value, 6200 and A620 equal.
選ぼうと思えばどんな車両も選べたはずだ。なのになぜタイトさんは事故車両の8620を選んだか。
On top of that, he kept it preserved. Considering how Taito-san used to work for Imperial Railway, he should have known how much it'd take to repair. Hachiroku brings out a sound that makes me think she's normalizing. By thinking of the present, you can cut yourself off from the past.
事故車両ならただ当然に
ならば九州や四国から引き取ればいいんだ。わざわざ帝都から輸送コストをかけることはない。
Kumashochu. The liquor that represents Ohitoyo. No, represents all of Kumamoto, Kyushu. And his large expenditure nearly ruined the long-standing brewery of Migita.
コスト面をタイトさんはあえて度外視した。借金をしてまでお人よにお前と8620と。
When I say that out loud, I realize something. That's right. In that sense, we're all the same.
そして僕とを引き取った。あの事故の言うならば被害者たちを。
Yeah. She repeats the word I say, but Hachiroku shakes her head sluggishly.
いいえ相鉄様はあるいは8620も確かに被害者でございましょうが。
違うぞ86。
If there's a perpetrator, it's me. I hold back my emotions the best I can. I don't want to make Hachiroku cry any further. Until I face forward, Hachiroku won't look up
お
either.
前の下した判断は最悪の被害を未然に食い止めたのだ。
The Fuji River Bridge had fallen and A620 was still running. At the rate that it was going, it would have fallen off the bridge. Had it fallen into the river, as tumultuous as it was that day thanks to the storm, the crew, the passengers, everyone would have died.
被害を最小に食い止めたのはお前の判断だったのだ。
And the victims may have been zero had I not moved. Now that I understand the situation, the regret I feel is even stronger. But I ignore this pain and move on.
86、僕が認めよ
I reach out my hand. I focus so that my hand doesn't shake. Hachiroku refuses to move. This time, she doesn't try to evade my hand.
う。お前は間違ったことをしていない。 お前の下した判断は正解だった。
お言葉はとてもありがたく存じます。けれど
タイトさんもおそらく同じように考えたのだろう。自分がただ一人の加害者なのだと。
Hachiroku gasps. Knowing that she's listening, I feel more motivated to speak.
だがそうではない。タイトさんもまた加害者ではない。
If I miss this opportunity, the door is shut. Because I feel that intuitively, I think desperately of what to say. Think of how to relay the message without making Hachiroku deny it out of sheer emotion.
電気が火の元に急速に普及していった。その時期の石油ランプの業者が例えばあるとする。
Without looking perplexed at all, Hachiroku nods at what I say. Electricity is the aircraft. The lamp is the railway. Thought be able to make the connection.
誰もが電気に親しんで、ランプの需要が激減し、部品の調達さえも難しくなった。そんな頃だ。いつものようにランプが灯され、しかし地震が起きてしまった。
This was that sort of accident. An accident caused by a natural phenomenon. That's all that accident was.
ランプは心を持っていた。だから懸命に努力した。このまま落ちればすぐに炎症を呼んでしまうと。だからランプは我が身を揺らし、燃えにくい場所に落下した。結果炎症は防がれたが、
被害者がそれでも出てしまったのですね。
ああ。
The stupid victim drew the hands of his sister and family straight into the flames. I taste the feeling of self-hate often. If I blame myself, it's the same as blaming Hachiroku.
しかし近隣への炎症は防がれた。あまたの被害をランプの決断は食い止めたんだ。
だからといって被害者が出てしまったことには変わりありません。
そうだな。僕らは決してその過去を変えられない。
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's completely true. I believe so. That's why Taito-san saved me. Me, Hachiroku, and 8620. He must have placed a wish upon us.
だが過去を糧とし前へと進むことができる。僕はそう教わってそのようにしてきたつもりだ。
過去を繰り返さぬためですか。
それもある。これほど直接的な形になるとは夢にも思っていなかったからな。
It's ironic, but also inevitability. A laugh naturally comes out of me. Affected by that, Hachiroku also smiles a little. Both of self-blame, powerlessness, but a laugh just the same.
事故を悔やんで立ち止まっても被害者は全く報われまいよ。
Very true, Sotetsu. I tell it to myself stronger than I ever have. I remember the dream I always have. Of the last station at Michiko. This is exactly that.
同じ傷をもう誰にも負わせないようにしなければ。そうすることが生き残った者の最善だと僕は思う。
であるのならば私たちをこのまま眠らせてしまった方が良いのでは。
Oh, Hachiroku. An answer I had not anticipated. Hachiroku froze that in my face.
大枠を損傷したものを無理やり復旧されるより別の手段で交通を確保し観光を進行した方が。
With all the cost and time I've invested, if we were to forget all that, Hachiroku does have a point. No, having the courage to start all over may be the best way to put the lessons of the past into action.
8620を修復することは単なるエゴか。
I want to fix 860 and have it recover from the accident. I want it to run happily.
あるいは僕は自分自身の対象に。
The moment that crosses my mind, the heat vanishes. Reality hits me hard. I feel cold. And I realize that I start shaking and I'm unable to stop.
相鉄様。
Hachiroku reaches out to me. He touches me and flinches for an instant. He then grips my arm.
すみません、私気がつかなくてこんな なに冷え切ってしまうまで。
It's okay. I'll probably be fine.
気にするな。僕自身さえ気づかなかった。
Although we have the trees above for protection, it's raining so hard that we can't escape it. Of course I'd feel cold. My body was heated to the point that I didn't even notice I was cold. That's all.
とにかく歩いてここを出ましょう。
With her lips closed tightly, Hachiroku draws me by the hand. I then finally remember.
ポーレットに減速を頼まれていたのだが。
明日にでもまた行いましょう。私もお手伝いいたします。
Hachiroku draws me firmly. Her strength to continue on makes me want to cry.
明日も明後日もその次の日も私たちは女王の夢を持たないのですから。
Oh. Oh. We're getting a bath scene? Flash. Honestly, I could use a nice little fan service bath scene right now. It'd be great. Help to relieve a lot of the depression. So goodness gracious. Again, the gut's so heavy. The warmth of the hot water hits me to the bone. It stings, but my heart's already cold. It's my own ego. I will revive 860 from its frame damage. I don't know if that really will be the best choice for Ohitoyo. If 860 makes a comeback, I say Hachiroku would be happy. However, it'd reopen old wounds. The revival of 860 is like rubbing salt into a wound for Hachiroku.
なあ、86。
I don't have the strength to choose my words carefully, but I just say the first thing that comes to mind.
8620を仮にこのまま廃車にしたら、お前はそれからどうするつもりだ？
I hear a tiny dripping sound. A long silence.
どうとおっしゃられても。
Oh, is not going to show me her, the fan service spray? She finally says something, albeit slowly.
8620が廃車になるなら、私も一緒に。
バカな。そのようなことは僕が許さん。
Dripping sound is louder than before. I don't know what it means, but I refuse to look at its direction.
そうすれば、お前は自由になるのだ。自由になったら何をしたいか聞かせてほしい。
But after I ask that, I get nervous, wondering if I posed the wrong question. I was told that my hopes for her could make Hachiroku unstable.
そのようにもしなりましたら。
But Hachiroku's voice doesn't even have a hint of reprimand. Her voice is filled with fatigue, much like mine.
ソテツ様はきっとお人よを去られますよね。
If that were to happen, I'd give up on repairing 8620. And if that caused the factory opposition movement to peter out.
さて、どうなるかな。岐阜の命に従ってよそにやられるかもしれんし、ここに残されるかもしれん。
そうして何をなさるのですか？
以前と変わらぬ仕事だろうな。酒問屋の仕事全般。仕入れや営業やなんやかやだ。
Man, that does not sound fun at all, honestly.
それは
A dripping sound. Now I can easily imagine it. It's the sound of Hachiroku scooping up the bathwater and washing her face with it.
私にお手伝いできる仕事でしょうか？
The liquor store?
無論だ。
My heart warms to this nonchalant conversation. Our words become softer and smoother.
お前が共にいてくれるなら何をしてても心強いさ。
でしたら私は
The water sounds come closer. Hachiroku comes closer to me. For some reason, I feel embarrassed to turn my back to her. Oh, stick. I see. Yes. Thank you. Wait, can I? Okay, it's just a little thing. That should be easy to do. It's her back. Hachiroku's tiny back. It's leaning against mine. With our backs together, we stay in the bath.
そうすることをもしも許していただけるなら私はソテツ様のお役に立ちたく願います。
Yep. You do whatever you want.
それは
Oh, okay, now it's gonna be. I didn't realize we were back to back. I thought we were actually like, turned around the other way. Not gonna lie. Distractions. That makes me happy. It simply does. That happiness feels so bright in me that I become afraid. I have to ask.
僕に対する贖罪だの。 罪悪感だののゆえなら。
いいえ、相鉄様。いいえ、全く。
A terribly surprised voice. Hachiroku's back tenses up.
そのようなことはまるで思っておりませんでした。ただ、私は。
The back fills with even more tension and grows hotter. When that heat transfers to me, I also grow anxious.
私はただ相鉄様と相鉄様のそばに。
The words stop there. I want to turn around, but I can't bring myself to. That's why I continue to talk.
僕はだ、ハチロク。心強いより何よりも、お前が一緒にいると楽しい。
私もです。相鉄様。
Hachiroku says, but there's some pain in her voice.
相鉄様と一緒にいると、私は心が弾み、とても幸せを感じるのです。
幸せな声には聞こえるが。
私は
Oh,
私は
I figured as much. We both keep returning to the same place. We touch our wounds, fear pain, and then cower away.
事故がなければ僕たちは出会わなかったんだ。
Just earlier, I learned this fact accompanied by
出
fear.
会わなければ僕はお前を知り得なかった。事故と過去とこれほどまでには生き合えなかった。
However, I feel it's a blessing now. I think I can figure out what the intention behind Tatsu-san adopting us both.
だからといってすぐに割り切れるわけでもない。答えをポンとお前に差し出してやれるでもない。
はい。
Hachiroku's back relaxes. She's so small and soft. Her warmth gives me courage.
傷は痛むし罪悪感は拭えはしない。それでも僕はお前と出会えて幸せなのだ。
Oh, that's sweet. It's so simple, and because of that, I refuse to see it. When I face it head on, the shadows of the past seem to retreat.
相鉄様もなのですか。
ああ、僕もだ。無論そこには過去も何も全く関係してこない。
I feel it from my back. Hachiroku nods and understands what I mean.
出会ってずっとこの瞬間も86と一緒にいて共に懸命に頑張ることが僕は幸せでとても楽しい。
私もです。相鉄様。
ならば僕らはお互いの役に立っている。
I feel that's enough. Just having that is enough.
周りに認められるなら誰かの役に立つのなら動機がたとえエゴでも欲でもそれは幸いに変わるのだ。
はい。
8620の修復のこともだからフォーレットたちみんなに測ってもらおう。
あ、さようですね。考えてみればそれが当然のことなのですね。
うん。
I feel a laughing behind me. Happily, yet a bit lonely.
あの子はもう私の8620ではなくお人よの8620になったのですから。
Hachiroku says it seems that it's no longer my 8620. It now belongs to all of
だ
Ohitoyo.
な。だが同時にお前の8620でもある。それは変わらぬ。決して変わり得ぬことだ。
Sotetsu says, yes, though at the same time, it's still your 8620. That won't change. Not now, not ever. I feel a pulse. It's mine. It can't belong to Hachiroku after all. This pulsing heartbeat feels that my beat is shared with
僕
Hachiroku.
も
Tetsu says, you and I. Oh. More distractions. Hi. See, does this unlock an H scene? I feel like it does. For someone, by someone, it may simply be the desire to possess. That itself is greedy and egotistical. Very obvious and raw one.
86
We're gonna
僕は
confess to her here? I expose my emotions. It's like I can do so of Hachiroku.
僕にはお前が必要だ。
Oh. It's not logic. It's not out of benefit. It's purely out of emotion. If I were to lose Hachiroku, I'd revert back to my old self.
だからハチロク、これからも僕のそばにいてくれ。
相鉄様、私こそ、それこそ私の望みです。
Her voice shakes. She's partially crying.
ずっとあなたのおそばに私が壊れるその日まで。
I hope you never break.
ならばハチロク、そうしよう。
はい、相鉄様。
It feels natural to do so, so I turn around in the bathtub. And I embrace Hachiroku, almost smothering her. Oh, yay, we're hugging. Oh. She sounds so happy. Hachiroku goes limp in my arms. But in the next instant, her body jerks and tenses up.
あれ、
どうしたハチロク。
What's going on? Oh, the bathtub is colored red. Initially, I think I'm bleeding, but then I realize I don't feel any pain. Dude, that'd be crazy. Because, like, it's like all red. We'd be bleeding a lot. I feel like we'd pass out if we were bleeding that much.
私、
Wait, what?
なんでしょう。
Wait, she has blood? What?
お前か、これは。
What's happening? I'm confused.
はい、おそらくはなんでしょう。違和感と言えばいいのか。
I'm greatly concerned right now. What the fuck is going on?
少し待て。
What's happening? We're at the Toru bathhouse. That's the silver lining in this.
ご主人、申し訳ない。すぐに来てくれ。
なんね、大声で。
I don't know. The bathtub became red. All I did was hug her while we were naked.
ハチロクに異変が起きたのだ。
Why is it red? Past the sliding door, the owner of the bathhouse starts to move frantically. I should let her take care of things. No, but before I do...
ハチロク、
Oh, yeah, come here. I embrace her firmly one more time. So that the heat of Hachiroku is not lost. If she's worried, I hope that helped a little. What the fuck just happened? What's going on? Is this about how she's talking about breaking? She's already starting to break down? I don't want that to happen. What the fuck? Alright, game. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, that's extremely concerning. I don't know what just happened there. Oh,
愛
jeez.
惑の歪みとは。
Oh.
そうか。そこまでのことなのか。
Oh, no. Why?